Whoopi Goldberg recently shared that she was struggling with her health in a recent episode of The View. This also comes out after the star was missing during an earlier episode in the week. Fans have also been taking to social media to share their sympathies with the co-host. Goldberg is known for her work as an actress and a comedian. Since 2007, she has also become known as a co-host on The View. Traditionally, Goldberg doesn't appear during Friday episodes, outside of a few special occasions. However, a recent absence on the show recently had fans worried for Goldberg. During the past Thursday episode, Whoopi could be heard with a softer voice than usual. Looking right at the camera, the star decided to address the elephant in the room. Goldberg explained, "So before I go any further, I have to explain what's happening. I have a cold and it's kicking my behind. Yes, it is," the star also assured. "And it's not making me cranky, but it's making me quiet. So, I'm not funny today." Fortunately, Goldberg found words of support from her co-hosts at the table. Joy Behar assured her that's all right and told her to take it easy. Meanwhile, upon hearing Whoopi wouldn't be funny today, Sarah Haynes also reassured her, "Oh, you're funny," but advised very quietly so. Goldberg grew more confident and began to seg into current events. As she opened things up, "All right. Well, let me tell you what happened yesterday." The episode also featured Kelsey Grammer and Matteo Lane as guest stars. Grammer, who had written a new memoir, discussed his late sister, who had been murdered in 1975. Lane discussed his new cookbook and upcoming comedy special. Goldberg was also absent from the previous day's episode. Although Goldberg was still dealing with her cold on the show, she still seemed to be getting better. After all, she has missed the previous day's episode. At the time, Behar explained her co-host wasn't feeling well and was filling in for her. As she opened things up, "Welcome to The View. Whoopi's got some kind of little bug. Not COVID though. Not COVID. She was wearing a mask yesterday. She wasn't feeling well, but she's coming back tomorrow, supposedly, if she feels better." On social media, fans shared their sympathies with Goldberg. This concerned both her absence on the Wednesday episode and her appearance during the Thursday episode. A few even advised she should take some more time off to get better. Some comments include, "Get well soon, Whoop. Wish she was here to weigh in on this pivotal trial. I definitely wanted to hear her point of view. Whoopi Goldberg looked a little sick yesterday, so that's why she's probably not on the show today. This is one of the best episodes. Feel better, Whoopi. Love the affection shown between Sarah and Whoopi. Sending prayers of healing to Whoopi. Whoopi sounds like you should have stayed home and taken care of yourself, so you don't end up with pneumonia again. Hope none of the staff gets sick. It is okay to take care of yourself, honestly." The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg recently addressed her health on air, explaining her softer demeanor and a prior absence that had sparked concern among fans. Known for her sharp wit and often boisterous contributions to the daytime talk show, Goldberg's subdued presence during a recent Thursday episode prompted her to directly address the situation with viewers. Looking directly into the camera, Goldberg explained, "So before I go any further, I have to explain what's happening. I have a cold and it's kicking my behind. Yes, it is." She reassured the audience that while the illness wasn't making her irritable, it was definitely making her quieter than usual. "So, I'm not funny today," she stated plainly. Fortunately, her fellow co-hosts offered immediate support. Joy Behar chimed in with an understanding, "That's all right," and advised Goldberg to take it easy. Sarah Haynes also offered comforting words, acknowledging Goldberg's usual humor while suggesting, "Oh, you're funny, but very quietly so." Seemingly bolstered by their support, Goldberg proceeded to seg into the day's current events, opening the discussion with, "All right. Well, let me tell you what happened yesterday." The episode also featured guests Kelsey Grammer, who discussed his new memoir about his late sister's tragic murder, and comedian Matteo Lane, who promoted his new cookbook and upcoming comedy special. Despite not feeling her best, Goldberg engaged in the conversations, albeit with a noticeably less energetic delivery. Goldberg's explanation followed her absence from the previous day's episode, further fueling fan concerns. On that Wednesday, Joy Behar had informed viewers of Goldberg's absence, explaining, "Welcome to The View. Whoopi's got some kind of little bug. Not COVID, though. Not COVID. She was wearing a mask yesterday. She wasn't feeling well, but she's coming back tomorrow. Supposedly, if she feels better."